Okay, so back on the property here, I just had my electrician show up, and we popped into the attic, and it's kind of a mixed result. Actually, the duct was very bad. It's going to have to be replaced, but it's a small property, so it's not a big deal. Terribly disgusting. I don't even want to show you how bad it is, but you can see I've got to run some ducting. You can see it's rotted in some places. It's just really pretty bad. But the worst thing about here is that there are critters up here. And I mean, I'm not kidding. There's probably 50 pounds of some sort of critter poop. And I mean, and this poop's as big as human poop. So it's not fun. So all that is completely cleaning out. All the insulation is going to be removed, and we'll put in some decent stuff. But you know what? It's pretty cool because I get up there and look what I found behind me. I found somebody's army locker, and I found this old-timey Samsonite leather suitcase. Very cool. It's in perfect condition, and so is this army locker. Look at this army locker. It's look at that, all metal. Really, really cool. And you know what's neat is I know this belongs to the family, the original family that I bought this from. So I'll see if I can't reach out to the son or whoever. I had another property. This is funny because this is bringing on an old memory. I bought a place about 20 years ago in Idaho that was it was a two-story. It was a duplex, but it was a two-story duplex. Overlooked a beautiful river, Orofino River. It was in actually Orofino, Idaho, and there was a little house. So I bought a house and this double duplex, two-story duplex. Well, I went out there after I bought it, and I was kicking around the property, and I'm standing off, and I look in the distance at the property from a distance, and I can see what's like an old shadow of a stairwell on the side of this two-story property, and I realized, hey, there used to be an external access to the attic, but they'd removed the door and the stairs were gone, but I could just see the shadow of it, what once was. So I figured out how to get in the attic from the top unit, and I got inside, and just like this, I found a steamer trunk. It was twice as big as this, the one I found there. But when I opened that steamer trunk, it was so cool. It was full of old love letters that were bundled together with string, straight razor, old books that are out of print, Little Black Sambo, Little Brown Cocoa, books that you'd never see in print today. But there was also books that went clear back to the 1800s, books of games and things. And this sailor's hat. And so I knew it must belong to the family, because the family had a long history living in that particular property. So, and I bought it from the mother, and she'd since went away, but I found out where she went, and I called, got a hold of her son, and I told him, I said, man, look, I got old books, I had a bunch of firecrackers and M80s and a cigar box that belonged to him as a kid. And so he knew all, we talked about everything. And he said, look, Tom, he said, all I want, I'd like those letters, and I'd like that cap of my dad's. He goes, you can keep the books. I don't care about the books or any of that, and the firecrackers. So I said, sure, because I mean, they're beautiful. They're really, really cool. I have to show them sometime on the show here. But he said, no, you keep all that stuff. He goes, I don't even want it. He goes, just if you would, send me my dad's letters and his cap and the straight razor. And so that's what I did. So it was kind of interesting when I opened this up. Of course, what I'm hoping for is that, there's $1 million in that case, but it was empty. And I still hadn't opened up. I actually even opened the leather suitcase, but it feels empty. And from what I understand, some of my guys got here and saw that stuff before I did, so it's probably empty, even if it wasn't empty. But that's it for now. Just kind of keeping you filled in on what's happening here at the latest investment at Mule Lake. Thanks.